Hi everyone, it's Maria Nicola with the 10-Way Necklace, and there is so much to discuss today. I want to talk about my Venice time when I was in Venice, and before that we've got a few little bits and pieces to get into now. As you can see, the turquoise howlite is back in stock, so is the white howlite. The grey animal prints are back. They all got shipped yesterday express, with a little free pair of earrings inside. Because of the delay, we couldn't help that. I couldn't help that. It was out of my control. So thank you for being so understanding about that. You're also wonderful. They're all on their way out to you as we speak. Now, just a little couple of things. People have been asking, oh, I've made 2 orders. Can you please ship them together? Please know that whenever we can, we will always ship multiple orders together. It's easier to manage and control and track, and it's more affordable for us too. So wherever we can, we absolutely will, without you having to ask us. Also know that whenever a second order has been made and it's going to go with the first order and you've been charged $9.95 for spending under $50, we will automatically refund that. We won't, let you have 2 orders, one that you went over the mark and one that went under the mark, and they're going to go out in one anyway. So don't worry, we will always do that. It's part of our packing process. Now, secondly, when there are natural materials involved, like freshwater pearls, stone, things like that, the batches are always going to be slightly different. They're never going to be the same. They're sourced from different parts and different areas and made at different times. So for example, the last batch of turquoise, actually the first batch of howlite turquoise was a very soft kind of turquoise. The second batch of howlite turquoise we got was a brighter kind of turquoise. I'm going to turn this off just so you can see a little more accurately. If you can see the difference, there's the recent one and there's the after one. Now please know they are super similar in color. One's just a bit more vibrant, one's a bit more subdued. Now I want to show you something. This is just part of what it's like to be ordering natural stones. There's just no way we can be doing that much of a chunk of material and have it always be the same shade. And since I've learned after our live today and now my chat last night with the stylist, it's the same whether you're purchasing wool, whether you're purchasing fabric for clothes, whether you're purchasing anything to do with color. You just have to allow for that little degree of variance in a shade. So I'll show you right now the tassels that we've got. So this tassel is from the order before, and the triple tone on top is from the current order. So really, it's in the same family. The shade is ever so slight. So, and I'm going to just switch the light off again. So there you go. That's that there. That gives you a really true sense of the color, doesn't it? So that's that there. So they're all back in, and that's cool. So now to discuss Venice. Oh my goodness. I was very curious to see what Venice was like and how it actually worked as a city on the water. And to turn up and see what you'll see in the video, in the snippets that follow this video, is you walk out of the train station and it's like a big platform like all the other cities, and then instead of a main freeway, it's water. And it's just incredible. Like, you just can't believe what you're seeing. The big boats that I first show you, they're like the buses. So for every equivalent that you have on a freeway, there's a boat version. And so it was just like, it took a while to actually, the brain to adjust in what you're seeing. So you won't see a car. You cannot park in Venice. You have to leave your car elsewhere and then make your way in. So that is just incredible. We got an amazing time in Venice. A lot of people said not to go because it's so touristy and it smells. In September, it did not smell. Apparently there's a certain time of year that it does smell. We didn't get one. It was just incredible. And the tourists, I'm sure in June, July, it's insane, but we just had a dream of a time. It was wonderful. So you'll see a bus version, a water bus version on the water all the time. Lots of label kind of shops. We didn't find it very tempting as far as shopping was concerned, but that's okay. Jewelry was incredible there. Murano glass had a very heavy influence in Venice. It was everywhere, from Murano clocks to Murano watches, Murano rings. It was really, really obvious that Murano was close by. So that was awesome. Cameos were still around, and it surprised me immensely. You'll see a huge piazza, the name escapes me now, but this huge piazza, which is so common in Italy. Like they're stunning. I liked each and every one. But this one had people singing all day long, like orchestra and a main singer. And so we thought, I said, let's just sit here and watch the day go by a little bit and have our coffee. So we sat down too, and we looked at the cappuccino, and my girlfriend's looking at it, and she went, is it just my imagination? What does that say to you? I said, it says a cappuccino is 12 euro. No, I think it was 10 euro, which is like 15 Australian dollars. And I just went, and it was really funny because this waiter watched us sit down, and he didn't approach us. And I thought, why isn't he approaching us? And I thought, and then I figured out he's waiting for us to look at the menu and either stay or run. And we didn't run, but we didn't stay. Geez, we said, I said, no, I don't mind paying too much, but for a coffee, I'd rather pay too much for a meal, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was where the singers were. Yeah, Venice was reasonably expensive, yeah. But I didn't care, I accepted it. But Sydney's expensive too, so it wasn't such a shock, but that was a shock, yeah. You'll see a sculpture. It was amazing. Like, it's like this sculpture of, these missing body parts. It's incredible to see. You'll see it. The art in Venice was unbelievable. It was very, very strong. There were art exhibitions you could just walk into for free. They were incredible. And it was beautiful. We saw mosaics. Oh, the mosaic artwork. Incredible. Mosaics that looked like photos, but they were blown up to like 1 meter by 1 meter. This guy, he had a whole, we were shown a whole art book of people that get him to do their favorite photos, their group photos, or their daughter, or this and that. And he spent 3 months on them, and he charges 20,000 euro for one. They were just amazing. The masks, the art period is a very, very strong influence there too. That was very, very popular. And then we had some divine and delicious food in Venice. I really hope you enjoy the video. It will always have a special, the gondola ride. I show a lot of the gondola ride because it is something I'll never forget. Being that down in the water, just cruising along, and the way they all just work together, whether it be the boat taxis, the boat buses, the gondolas. There's no traffic lights if you think about it. They're all just navigating their way. If you imagine this, there's a main canal and the cities are on either side. So the bus zigzags up the main canal to pick everybody up because there's no lanes. Like, it was just incredible. So I hope you enjoyed my video of Venice. We enjoyed it immensely. And I hope you're having a great week so far.